by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start. He'll take the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
With jet sweep pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Runs through the tackle.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Allard. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's got it down the middle. Off he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On third down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Second and very short here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll send out the kicker here. It is perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Allard. Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught on the outside, it's Wallace. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers if they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that can happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Caught near the sideline, it's Wallace. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Allard. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Ball is free. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the 1st down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some first downs, and march down the field.
Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Open runway ahead. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll come out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got it, looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV, we see the yellow line, you're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Allard. They've got the screen set up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Good timing on the quick out. Makes the catch and knocked down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He wants it all. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense Great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.